Hello, everyone. Welcome into another season of the Hawkeye Sports Report, Hawkeye Radio Network. Rob Brooks, kind enough to join us again this year. Rob, did you get your off-season strength and conditioning workouts?
Well, once or twice, lifted a little bit, ran a little bit, and ready to go. I tell you what, when you talk about the Iowa Hawkeyes, it had to be a long off-season. Kirk Ferentz alluded to that this week. The players that we've talked to certainly are chomping at the bit to finally play a football game.
A lot can happen in off-season's time, and a lot has happened with this Iowa football team. They're determined, they're ready to go. What were some observations that you made this off-season?
Well, I think when you look at last season, and obviously like you, a lot of people have asked what went wrong, and I tell you, you look at the first 6 games last year, and this football team was 4-2. I just happened to watch the Michigan State game a couple of days ago once again, and they ran the ball, played good defense, a huge victory at East Lansing, and then it was kind of downhill from there. Obviously, injuries set in, but I think you take 2 games from last year. I mean, Central Michigan, you won't see a stranger finish than that. Hawkeyes had that game won. Purdue got beat at the buzzer. A 3-point loss at Indiana. Yes, is it still a loss? You have to get over the hump? Yes. But this team, where it was 4-8 and woulda, coulda, shoulda, but could have been 6-6 and maybe even better. So what you have to do is just wipe those last 6 games away. Makes you work harder in the offseason, and I know the players you've talked to that I've ran into, they have worked hard to make sure that, especially the seniors, go out strong this year, and it starts on Saturday.
Yep, I know they definitely don't want a season like last year, and a lot of that is taken care of in the offseason. Now there's some depth and experience, particularly at running back, that there wasn't last year. That should help.
Running back, linebacker should be 2 huge strengths. I mean, now you can throw back there Mark Weissman, who really emerged last year. Remember, he got hurt in that Michigan State game and was never the same again. Damon Bullock, obviously you could do a lot with him. He's the versatile guy. You can play him in the offensive backfield, maybe slot, maybe wide receiver. And then Jordan Canzeri. There was always a lot of talk last year. Well, is he going to play the last 3 or 4 games of the season, coming off that knee injury? No, we'll just hold him out and see what he does this year. Boy, look good in the spring.
Absolutely. We got LaShawn Daniels in there, too, who's a new name. We'll talk about him a little bit later. We're entering the second season under Greg Davis's offense here. Jake Rudock just named a starting quarterback. How will all of that mesh together?
Well, a new face, no doubt about that, but has been in the system and has been here as long as Greg Davis has been here. And that's got to help. I mean, this offense, I would be shocked if it isn't a huge improvement. You look at the offensive line, you have the depth at running back. Obviously, a wide receiver is a question mark, but I still think the bodies are there. And Jake Rudock, smart guy, likes to have a good time. And I think when you look at his ability to manage a football game, no problem there. I think he can be a big play guy. And then also, you look for somebody that is mobile, and I think he's mobile enough. Right. When you need that third down, nothing is open downfield. Can he run for 7 or 8 yards and get that key first down? I think he's the type of guy that can do that.
Helps that he came from a big-time high school program, too, down in Florida. How about some new names, some new faces that fans and people should be on the lookout for here this season?
Well, I think Damon Powell is first and foremost. He's the junior college wide receiver, and he has really been coming on strong for the Hawkeyes since he got here in the fall. Great speed. I look at him as a guy that can make plays downfield and just has kind of a nose for the football, can make that key catch in a key situation, which Iowa really didn't have at times last year. So I think he's going to be very good on Saturday, but I think when you look at midseason, late season, he is really going to improve, and make no mistake, he's going to be a big part of this offense because, as Kirk Ferentz has alluded to several times, don't bring in junior college players to sit on the bench.
The last junior college wide receiver they brought in didn't turn out too shabby either. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
C.J. Jones. Mm-hmm. How about us?
Pretty good at kick returns, too.
Yeah, absolutely. How about on to Saturday? Northern Illinois comes to town. A great game last year in Chicago. Came down to the wire. What are you looking for in that game?
Well, it's a tough opener. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Much more comfortable opening in Kinnick than in Chicago. But Northern Illinois, I mean, this is a brand name when you talk about college football. I think if you go anywhere in the country and you mention Northern Illinois football, people say, oh, yeah, hey, this is a pretty good program. And, boy, the numbers certainly bear that out. 34-7 the last 3 years, 24-1 in the MAC. They've got 8 returning starters on offense, 5 consecutive bowl games, including the Orange Bowl last year. Didn't win that game, but still, you got to do a lot to get there. And they've got Jordan Lynch, who was up for the Heisman Trophy last year, is again this year. Can't believe that He's still around, huh? Boy, they've got some pretty
Been
good
there a while.
quarterbacks in the MAC. Almost 500 yards of offense last year, set an NCAA record for a quarterback rushing for 1,815 yards. And you look at this program, yeah, he's a big part of it, but they've obviously got other weapons as well on offense. And the defense was pretty good last year, but I think this is a defense that Iowa can run against and have good success, especially in the opening quarters.
Lynch can certainly fill up the stat sheet. Rob, thanks as always, and make sure you dress cool on Saturday. It's going to be a little warm.
I'll be ready to go.
Okay,
I'll get some sprints in this week.
I'll have a water bottle waiting for you if you need
And
it.
a little sunscreen?
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
perfect.
Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week, Rob.
Appreciate it.
Fans are reminded to be bold and wear gold on Saturday. The game will kick off at 2:30 p.m., and the game can be seen on the Big Ten Network. We will be right back after this.
Hey Hawkeye fans, don't miss the action on MediaCom Court at Carver Hawkeye Arena this fall with an exciting season of Iowa Hawkeye volleyball. For only $30, you get 2 season tickets, 2 Iowa volleyball t-shirts, weekly emails, and much more. Seniors Nikki Daly, Rachel Bedell, and Bethany Yeager want to see you at Carver Hawkeye Arena this season. To order, call 1-800-IA-HAWKS or visit HawkeyeSports.com. We'll see you at Carver Hawkeye Arena this fall. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to the Hawkeye Sports Report. This is an abbreviated edition of the HSR. The Hawkeye athletics season officially started Friday, August 23rd in Des Moines. Matt Nelson has a recap of the weekend soccer action.
The Hawkeyes finished 12-6-3 last season, Iowa riding an 18-game non-conference winning streak dating back to 2010. In the first half, Iowa outshoots Drake 12-4, but it is scoreless at halftime. We jump all the way to the 75th minute. Chloe Lacoste driving toward the goal. She is pulled down, and that gives Iowa a penalty kick opportunity. Sophomore Lana Bonekemper lines it up and drills it past Bulldog goalkeeper Andrea Swanson. That is all Iowa needs. The Hawks are 1-0 with the 1-0 victory.
There were some very good things tonight, and in our sport, sometimes it's tough to score, and so I think that our team can learn from this.
We had just done some PKs in practice the other day, and I took one and it went well, so I figured I'd step up and give it a go. You really just gotta compose yourself, stay calm, take a couple of breaths. That's what I was doing, just visualizing where I was gonna kick it and following through with it.
Sunday, Iowa hosting its home opener against the Broncos of Western Michigan. Iowa outshoots Western Michigan 11-5 in the first period, and the only goal comes on Melanie Pickert's free kick in the 44th minute.
We had a lot of chances, we just couldn't really finish them, and I got a lot of chances on free kicks and stuff, but that all comes from Ashley and Chloe, working hard up top and getting the fouls and stuff, so I was just happy I got to capitalize on some of them. They're just a good team effort overall.
In the 70th minute, Western Michigan gets onto the scoreboard on the rebound. The Hawks facing a little adversity as this game is tied at 1. Iowa answers. 5 minutes later, Ashley Cottrell on the corner kick, a deflection, and Pickert puts it in, 2-1 Hawks. Then in the 81st minute, Alex Moline is hit by Bronco keeper Michelle Watson. That results in a penalty kick. Cottrell takes it and knocks it into the net. 3-1, the Hawks improve to 2-0 on the season.
We're happy with the effort, and at times it was a weekend where there was probably a little bit of frustration, but I thought both teams that we played against had a good game plan, and when we were patient and broke people down with short passing and possession and moving off the ball, we were able to create some chances.
Matt Nelson, Hawkeye Sports Report.
The Iowa soccer team is on the road this weekend, taking on UC Davis Friday and Pacific Sunday. Both matches are in Stockton, California. At home this weekend, of course, there is football, but the Iowa cross-country teams are at home Friday at 6:45 as they host the Hawkeye Early Bird Invitational at the Ashton Cross Country Course, located on the west side of Iowa City. Elsewhere, the 13th ranked Iowa field hockey team won 2 exhibition contests by a combined score of 16-2. Iowa is currently without senior Marika Strybos, who suffered a preseason hand injury. The Hawkeyes open the season against Bucknell in Easton, Pennsylvania Friday, and follow that up with a contest against Lafayette College Sunday, also in Easton. Iowa volleyball heads down south for the Chanticleer Invitational this weekend. The Hawks will face Wofford, Youngstown State, and Coastal Carolina in Conway, South Carolina. Iowa held its media day last week, and with plenty of returners, they are very optimistic for the upcoming season.
I've been through a lot of training camps, maybe my 27th or 28th one, and I'd have to put this one as really one of the best from just a high level of performance. The team's just being really mature about how they're going about taking care of themselves during two-a-days and how they come to the gym every day. So it's been a real joy to coach this team so far, and there's a lot of good competition going on in the gym.
The 4 of us seniors are really excited to get out there this year, and we've had a good camp so far. I'd say it's the best one that I've been in here at Iowa, and so we're excited to get started with our black and gold scrimmage this weekend. But yeah, it's been an amazing 3 years, so we're really excited to get started with this 4th year.
Camp has been really great so far. Definitely it's been a high level of energy in the gym, and that's always nice just to get everyone excited and everyone really into all the drills that we're doing. Soreness definitely steps in around week 2, but I think with this group of girls we've really overcome that, and we have great things for the future for us.
Our ACL kids are doing great. You know, it's really fun to watch Emily, Annie, and Aaron Radke playing volleyball again. You know, it's been a long time since we've gotten to see them play, and they've done a tremendous job rehabbing themselves back into a position, you know, to get on the court and contribute to the team.
The process was quite quick compared to most ACLs. It feels kind of good now that I'm actually cleared and able to play, and I have really good teammates too supporting me. They've been having me work with Nikki Daly a lot too, who's our senior setter, and her and I just really connect well together, and she's been setting me really well and getting me back into the whole getting to play again and all that stuff. So yeah, I feel great.
Oh, it's really good. I love coming back and getting to play. I mean, it's difficult sometimes. I mean, not 100% back to normal, but you know, every time I get to play is a lot better than last year, and so I love being back.
You know, there's just a really good purpose right now, and there needs to be. You know, we're tired of losing. The team's tired of losing. You know, you guys are probably tired of us losing. You know, everybody's tired of Iowa volleyball losing, and the seniors are really taking that to heart, and they've decided that they, you know, they do want to leave some kind of legacy. And if it's getting into the NCAA tournament, then that's what they want to do. If it's getting more Big Ten wins, you know, than we had 5 years ago, then that's what they're going to do.
It's here, and so we're kind of getting to the point where it's here, it's now. There's nothing left to lose. A lot of us, we're not going to have volleyball careers after this, so why not put it all on the floor and give everything you have, every practice, every game, every second of every day.
I think we need to obviously serve is huge and serving, but get kills too. We just need to produce and get kills on whenever a team does give us an easy ball or something, that we need to produce and get kills and not even give them a chance. And I think if we get out there early and start playing well in the beginning, then that sets the tone for the match, and then we can compete with them all match. And we're starting with a fresh slate this year, a new team, and so we're excited to come out there and give them a new look. And of course, every other team's going to be different this year too, so we're excited to see the new teams and be a different team as well.
We've gotten to points in the season where it wavers a little bit, and then sometimes we have hope and we're right there, and then sometimes it's not there. So that's huge for us, and we've been, like I said earlier, we've been anticipating this year. We're heavy in seniors, juniors, and this is the year we believe it more than ever. So.
Well, that is all we have for this quick season opening edition of the Hawkeye Sports Report. Be sure to visit HawkeyeSports.com this week for complete football and cross-country highlights, as well as coverage of field hockey, soccer, and volleyball. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.